Hey Internet, Kura here from QQMore.net. We all make mistakes. This is what makes us human, some might say. PvP is no exception. A game can be so fast, detailed and fragile that it is absolutely natural that we do mistakes. That's okay. However, today the question is how we deal with mistakes. In this video I'd like to talk about critique. More specific, why so many people think it's not good to criticize, why this is a misconception, and how to give good critique. So let's start out easy as always. Critique for many is a bitter pill, as in its core you talk about something that was not good. That's a very negative perspective. Think of it this way. Critique sets the requirement that you want to help someone to get better at what they do. You would never try to give a helpful advice to someone you hate to enable him or her to become better, wouldn't you? Critique is essential to break your tunnel vision and to become better. So, how do we start? First, I'd like to go ahead and give you an example on how to do it wrong. Critique is never a personal thing. Critique does never insult someone. Unless he doesn't understand, critique is here to help and not to make you feel bad about what you do. If you say, for example, "You suck, thief," you already have two things that aren't of any good to anyone. First, you insult him or her. Second, you are very diffuse. "You suck" could mean anything. How should the player solve this? Avoid sucking? By doing what? You just state that you don't like what the thief does, but on the other hand, also have no clue why that is. Not helpful at all. Let's turn this around. You could perform way better by keeping an eye on uncontested points and decapping them, since you're the fastest member of our team. This is what professional critique sounds like. You can clearly see that the focus is not on punishing the player. I want the thief to become better and try to give him a helpful advice that he can put into action. There's also no insult. If you reverse engineer the sentence, it becomes obvious that the critique is necessary because he didn't do a good job at what I mentioned. But that's something you shouldn't worry or think about. Next thing I want to talk about is a practicable way to share critique. Fact is, many people see critique as a bitter pill and want to avoid this talk. Maybe you, watching this video right now, just changed your view on this matter. Therefore, we have to deal with the problem that critique is an unwelcomed guest to many people. Allow me to introduce to you the critique sandwich. The idea is to pack the suggestion into the middle of two other opinions. First, you start with something positive, followed by something negative, and then you end the idea with something positive again. This is no bitter pill anymore, even if you're not familiar with the concept of critique. I'm going to quote a teammate which recently spoke with the Mesmer on our TeamSpeak. "Hey Mesmer, you do insane damage with your shatter combos, I really like that. If you would tell the team when you plan on landing a burst combo, we can aid you in focus or CC the target as well. You're already announcing save storms and downstates, very reliable. Keep that going." Sounds positive and helpful, doesn't it? Let's wrap this up again. Critique is never meant to insult, never personal. There is no practical use to anyone. Always think of critique as something positive. You will only receive critique if the person who shares it wants that you become better. Be precise even with the positive things, speaking of the critique sandwich. what you did was cute and you really tried your best is something which isn't definable. For some people, critique is something uncommon. Therefore, you might want to ask them in advance if they even want critique. And also, remember the critique sandwich. Positive, negative, positive. Easy. Last thing, don't get defensive. Allow people to criticize you and explain their opinion. After that, you can still decide if their idea is good or not. And as always, thanks for watching and good luck, have fun.